Hey everyone, I just thought to change the scenery. I'm in my car in a garage. I did want to talk about where we left off from the last video with the 369 method. And the topic of today is how to raise your vibration immediately, even when it's hard. So I know we have all rough days sometimes, and yeah, we're gonna just talk. So I'm in a garage. I noticed that outside at the rooftop, it's gonna be a little bit easier to see. It's gonna have more lighting. So let's head up there. So I'm gonna drive without getting into an accident. I think it's pretty calm and pretty safe out here. So there's gonna be a speed bump a little bit as life comes at us. So you'll see the camera move a little bit as I go up this speed bump. So, see, isn't life a bumpy ride sometimes? Well, we get through it because there's ups and downs and stuff. So, my name is DC. I've been studying this stuff, the 369 method, the raising your vibration, the manifestation, all that good stuff. And nothing was really working until I discovered what we're going to talk about, which is raising that vibration. And how do we do that? You know, so doesn't this look a little bit better? Okay, so what we're going to talk about is really based on science, because a lot of people, if you're like me, you're probably wondering what kind of hocus pocus is he talking about? Raising vibrations, manifestations. These are all in fruition. Everything that we see in our reality is a thought. I mean, you think about it, the invention of an airplane came from where? A thought. And the thought has energy in which to produce the action, as we talked about in the last video, to make it a reality or to have it come into fruition. So, you know, more about that in a second, but I just want to ask you a question. And you know the answer. Have you ever had a bad day? Yeah, me too. And bad days are like this. It gets worse as the day goes on. Why? Because we start feeling worse, and then the day gets worse. And then we start feeling worse, and then the day gets even worse. And then we're on this downward spiral and our negativity is almost like an entity that is like a juggernaut and catches us by our throat and just squeezes us and sucks every single field of hope out of us. Have you ever had those days? It just doesn't seem like anything's gonna happen. And it messes with our optimism, and we get really, really dark. I've been in that situation before. It's really tough, and you know, it affected my finances, it affected my relationships, it affected my health. I fell into depression. I was clinically depressed. I was diagnosed with that, and just felt lost, just no sense of purpose. So how do you go from all of that to where I am today, and which is I lost the weight. I was very heavy before. I didn't have a whole lot of energy. Now I feel a lot of vigor and feel a lot of hope, and I hope these videos can help. And I thought to do these things. So what if we could raise that vibration? What if we could turn it all around, and instead of being a downward spiral, what if we can make it an upward spiral, right? I would like to just talk about it based on what we see, you know, and once again, science. See, if you want to turn up the light in the room, make the room brighter, in other words, you would just turn up the wattage of the light bulb, correct? And what if you wanted to heat up a pan? You will turn up the heat of the stove, right? To heat the pan up higher. It's basically increasing the intensity of what it is you want to create more of. So just like the car, right? You want to the car to go faster, you have to put the pedal on, and then woo, you go, right? Don't do that while doing a video, right? Imagine you're getting a whiplash while you're doing a video. No, we're not doing that. Don't worry, I'm parked, I'm safe. And so these are 5 things that I've come across that helped me. The first one is baby steps. So some of us would say, okay, well, how I feel like shit. I don't really feel like doing anything. How do I raise my vibration? It seems so tough, and I understand that. Anyone that has clinical depression will tell you it's almost like climbing Mount Everest, quite honestly. So the first one is just to be open. You can affirm to yourself, I am open to feeling better. You don't even have to say I'm open to feeling good. Just saying I'm open to feeling better. And you keep doing that until you start to feel good. And that's where it can all start. It's just like lifting weights. You add more weight each and every time, and that's how you get stronger. Your belief system gets stronger, okay? So then that leads me to the other thing is, the second one is that you want to have support. Whether it's a Facebook group or, friends around you or anybody that is like-minded, that's aligned with you, that wants to see you succeed, that really wants to see you succeed. You don't want to be around people that don't. You don't want the fair weather friends. You get what I'm saying. You don't want to be in a position where you have to defend yourself, okay? You want the actual support, people that are like-minded, okay? Another thing is to get moving, right? Just think of emotions. Emotions are what drives the vibrations to go higher. So if you break down the word, emotions are energy in motion, right? You have emotions, then you can, if you were in motion, then it'll be a bigger energy. There'll be more positive energy as you move around, okay? And that brings us to another thing, is to learn. That's the fourth one, is to learn. When you learn, just like movement, it stimulates chemicals in the brain, releasing oxytocin, serotonin, and dopamine to create good feelings and positive feelings. And when you have those positive feelings, then you're able to, calm the mind down, being able to see things clearly, which brings me to the fifth point, and that is to meditate. And I was not a believer of meditation. I am now, because what it does is it grounds your energies. It keeps you in check. Just like a cloudy day, the sun is still there, but when the clouds disappear, the negativity disappears. That comes with meditation. You are able to calm down, and you'll be able to feel better. And so this brings me to my next point. I'll be doing a meditation in my next video. So you don't want to miss that, because you want to vibrate higher. And we're going to be having a lot of chats together in these upcoming videos. So we can start with the meditation and vibrate higher. And you don't want to miss that. It's going to be epic. So if you liked what you heard today, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks, and have a great day.